Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about a token that has a high potential to get listed on Coinbase. And if you watch till the end of the video, I'll tell you how I figured out that this particular project will get a Coinbase listing so that you can do your own research and find out how many other tokens will get potentially listed on Coinbase yourself, right? So wait till the end of the video to figure out how you can do the same thing for yourself, right? Again, as always, guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research on any of the projects we got on the channel. And for this project, which is the project called Router, I suggest you to go to the website called routerprotocol.com in order to learn more about this project yourself, right? But before we talk about Router Protocol, I want to talk to you guys about Get.io. Get.io, if you guys don't already know, is one of the major centralized exchanges that's known for listing low market cap gem tokens way before they get listed on major centralized exchanges such as Binance or Coinbase. What this means is if you have a Get.io account and if you invest in these low market cap gem tokens, you stand a chance to make 10, 20, 50 or even 100x gains on these cryptos, right? And if you don't have a Get.io account right now, I highly recommend you guys to use the link in the description to set up your own Get.io account right away. And by doing so, you get the following benefits. So if you see their website, you can first of all see that they have a buy crypto option where you can buy crypto. You can find the pricing information of several cryptocurrencies, including the cryptocurrencies that are of low market cap, which you can't really find anywhere else apart from a few platforms, which includes Get.io. As well as you can trade cryptocurrencies, and they have several trading pairs available for your favorite cryptocurrencies. This includes trading with USDT, USDC, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on and so forth, right? So they have all the basics covered for your favorite cryptos. And let's say, for example, you buy a token, and the token basically is a low market cap token which has a high potential to get listed on Coinbase or Binance or whatever major exchange that you want to get into. But while you're waiting for the token to get listed on Binance or Coinbase, you will simply be holding that crypto, right? But Get.io also has an option for you to deposit your crypto into their earn platform, where you can basically earn interest either by lending it out or by staking it or by providing liquidity within their platform or even by dual investment. So there's multiple ways by which you can passively make your crypto work for you while it's actually in the Get.io platform, right? But you just need to understand that it is a centralized exchange, so there are risks for centralized lending and staking and all that, right? But if you are a person who wants to do multiple trading and you don't know a particular technique to trade, you can actually copy trade someone else's successful trades or even follow a popular trader who does multiple successful trades through their trading bot strategy, right? If you're an NFT trader who wants to buy, sell, and trade NFTs and make money in that way, they also got you covered because you can basically trade NFTs as well on Get.io. But bear in mind that even though the trading fees are significantly low in trading NFTs on Get.io, you'll also be having NFTs in a centralized platform like Get.io. So that's the only major risk that you need to take into consideration, right? If you're a person who wants to buy cryptocurrencies way before they even get listed on Get.io for an IEO platform, which is basically initial exchange offering method, you can basically find that option available on Get.io as well, because they have a startup option where you can buy cryptocurrencies at the lowest possible price in their IEO price before they get listed on Get.io, right? So you can clearly see that they have a whole host of tools that will help you to earn money one way or another, right? So if you don't already have a Get.io account, I highly recommend you guys to go through the description in order to find the Get.io referral link, and you can use that in order to not only benefit from all these tools that we discussed right now, but you'll also be getting a 30% trading fee rebate on any trades that you make on Get.io, and you can only benefit with this method by using my referral link, because that's how you get a benefit. And while you're using the referral link, you'll also be supporting the Brutal Investor channel, for which thank you in advance. So going back to the router protocol, For the purpose of this video, I'm going to rely on the information present on CoinMarketCap's page for this token, along with the information present on the website itself. But this is only going to be a peripheral analysis, which means you need to do your own research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? So what is Router Protocol? Router Protocol is a cross-chain liquidity aggregator platform that was built to seamlessly provide bridging infrastructure between current and emerging layer 1 and layer 2 blockchain solutions. So what Router Protocol basically does is it's a cross-chain liquidity aggregator, and they mainly focus on building seamless bridging of infrastructure between the current layer 1 and layer 2 blockchains, as well as the future layer 1 and layer 2 blockchains as well, in order to seamlessly connect all of them into an interoperable ecosystem, right? So that's their main focus. The goal is to enable users to swap their assets from different networks seamlessly in a near instant and low cost manner. So they're trying to seamlessly swap, provide you with an option to seamlessly swap assets, as well as assets, as well as NFTs and other important assets from multiple different blockchains at a near instant or low cost manner. So that's their main focus overall, to reduce the cost as well as to perform it in a very quick transaction in such a way that the users get the best user experience from multiple different blockchains, right? So that's the information that's available on CoinMarketCap's page. We don't really have many other information from CoinMarketCap's page, unfortunately. So to find additional information, let's go to the website itself, which is routerprotocol.com. So if you go to the website, first of all, I really like the website. They have a dark themed website, which is one of my favorites. As well, they have their logo on the top left corner here, which is a pretty simple and elegant logo. You can click on the Launch Voyager button on the top in the center in order to access the actual Voyager dApp, which we'll go through in a few seconds. On the top right corner, you have other options. When you click on it, you will basically find multiple options, but for now, for some reason, it's not coming in on my mobile version, probably because I'm recording on my mobile phone. But if you scroll further below, you can see the future of cross-chain infrastructure layer enabling communication between blockchains. So they are claiming to be the future of the cross-chain ecosystem, whereby they are providing the infrastructure layer that enables communications between different blockchains, right? If you scroll further below, there's another launch button here, which you can click to access their dApp itself, a cross-chain protocol that basically enables multiple features, which includes fund transfer. So you can basically transfer funds from one blockchain to another blockchain seamlessly, as we discussed right now. Asset swaps, you can do asset swaps as well. You can swap one asset of one blockchain to another asset in another blockchain seamlessly as well. Cross-chain applications, again, they have multiple integrations between EVM compatible, which is Ethereum virtual machine compatible blockchains, as well as non-EVM compatible blockchains as well. So you can again migrate dApps or even NFTs and tools, as well as other assets, including metaverse projects eventually in the future as well, can be seamlessly migrated from one blockchain to another blockchain, right? So all of this is enabled thanks to Router Protocol. So Router Protocol offers the following benefits. So what do they offer in terms of value to the users, right? So these are the important things that they offer. So optimal price for token swaps. So as you can see, there's a lot of decentralized exchanges out there, and many of these decentralized exchanges have quite competitive fees. Sometimes they claim to have no fees, but at the same time, you can see they charge a 0.3 or 0.5% liquidity provider fees. But with Router Protocol, you get the best fee possible when you're doing token swaps, right? So you get the most optimal price for token swaps of any other platform in the crypto space, which is provided by Router Protocol, right? Unified gas fees. So they basically provide you with a one gas fee for multiple transactions within different blockchains, so that keeps it simple. And you can also pay the gas fees in the form of route tokens, which is the main token of this ecosystem. So you have a clean way to find out the total gas fees, and this gas fee can also be paid in the form of the route token, which is the native token, right? Cross-chain settlement engine. So again, this is a little bit of a technical, they use a technical might in order to kind of perform cross-chain settlements. settlements. This is also performed through their cross-chain settlement engine, which facilitates this process, right? And if you scroll further below, they also provide you with periphery contracts. So routers periphery contracts allow for easy access to routers cross-chain communication engine. So this is another technical term where they have their cross-chain communication engine that facilitates periphery contracts to also be accessed from their platform. And the next benefit is multi-chain token standard. So obviously, they provide a multi-chain token standard through their protocol that allows a particular token to be a part of multiple different chains simultaneously, which is pretty cool. Application-specific blockchain. So router blockchain will function as a global multi-chain accounting layer. So their main goal is to be a one blockchain or one chain that kind of like encompasses multiple other chains by interoperability as well as by cross-chain communication, right? So that's their main focus overall. So those are some of the most important benefits that you get from router protocol. The next section is basically plug and play for developers. So the next section is mostly talking about how it benefits the developers, because we just now saw how it benefits the users. It should also benefit the developers in order for it to be successful, because if it's extremely hard for developers, they're simply going to move to a different blockchain, which is easier for them to work with, right? So if you see here, these are all certain technical things which are mainly concerned with developers. So if you are a user who's not comfortable with this, you can kind of skip to the next section, right? So router Js Sdk, so they have a software development kit, and basically they provide JavaScript SDK, which benefits a lot of developers, because a lot of developers are already knowledgeable with JavaScripts, and it's easier for them to basically use the software development kit from router protocol in order to develop their own protocols and dApps, right? So that's pretty cool. And if you see router widget, a cross-chain out-of-box widget, then that can be embedded inside external dApps. So this is kind of like a kit that enables itself to be linked with multiple dApps for people who want much more flexible features for their dApps, right? So that's that. And if you see router pathfinder API, so a cross-chain swap API allows dApps to leverage routers cross-chain capabilities. Again, these are all tools that developers would appreciate when they want to use a particular cross-chain asset on their dApp, which will be enabling them to transfer that token between different chains when using the router protocol, right? So these are all some of the tools that will help them. SDK for developers, again, as we briefly touched upon, there is a software development kit for router protocol, which developers can use to build dApps quickly as well as efficiently instead of building it from scratch, right? Because an SDK enables them to already use existing tools and components in order to build a dApp quickly rather than trying to figure out and build everything from scratch, right? So those are some of the key points that benefits developers as well as the users, right? So be part of the cross-chain future. So let's build together. Obviously, they're inviting developers to build on top of their protocol. Partnership proposals, they are trying to work with multiple collaborators to collaborate and bring their dApps to the ecosystem. And bug bounty program, obviously bug bounty is very important these days because there's a lot of hackers who can take advantage of an exploit and basically exploit the entire funds from a particular protocol, right? So people who are focusing on trying to find bugs, you can basically reach out to router protocol, and the more bugs you find, the more you will be rewarded, right? So if you scroll further below, what's next? So this is the roadmap for the protocol itself. You can see they provided timelines from November 2021 all the way till February 2023. You can go through that information. That's kind of like something that you can do as a part of your own research project on a mission to integrate every chain. So that's their main goal. They're trying to integrate as many chains as they can, and you can clearly see their main focuses are Ethereum, Polygon, Phantom, Elrond, Near Protocol, Polkadot, Cosmos, Algorand, Terra, Optimism, Solana, Arbitrum, BNB Chain, Avalanche, Moonbeam, and Harmony. I'm pretty sure they're probably not going to be wanting to integrate with Terra because of the recent collapse of the ecosystem, but it seems like this section will be updated pretty soon. But overall, they're trying to literally work with any chain possible in order to become a fully cross-functional platform, right? So if you scroll further below, router in news, so they are also spoken about in multiple popular news media outlets such as TechCrunch, CoinDesk, Crypto Slate, You can also scroll below to find other information as well, but they are also backed by the best companies. So again, this is where the interesting information comes into play, right? So remember when I mentioned that this token has a high chance of being listed on Coinbase? If you see, and I'm just going to zoom it for you, you can see the very first company that is backing this project is Coinbase Ventures. So obviously Coinbase Ventures, if you guys don't already know, they are a investment arm of Coinbase, which means Coinbase Ventures actively seeks out project that they feel like they have a high potential to grow in the future in the crypto space, and they invest money on these projects. So what this means is not only are these projects are high quality and not a scam, because Coinbase Ventures has a thorough vetting process before they invest money, as well as the fact that the Coinbase team themselves believe that these projects will do extremely well in the future, which is also a good thing. But at the same time, in order to get their money back, Coinbase will eventually have to list this token in order for them to provide liquidity and earn income in the future, right? So obviously there's a extremely high chance that Coinbase will list this particular token, but there's no guarantee, so you just need to bear that in mind. But based on my experience and what I've seen so far, and as long as I've been running this channel, I've seen a lot of projects, pretty much 99.9% of all the projects that we've covered in this channel that have been invested by Coinbase Ventures eventually get a Coinbase listing, right? So you can go through my channel to check out some of the videos that I covered in the past in order for you to verify that information yourself. So based on that information, I'm extremely confident that this token will get a Coinbase listing. I don't really know the timeline. It could be a few weeks to a few months, or even maybe a year from now, but it will definitely get a Coinbase listing, that's for sure, right? If you see, apart from Coinbase Ventures, several other important noteworthy names have invested in this project as well. If you see on the right hand side, Alameda Research, which is a behemoth when it comes to investing in projects. They've invested in several successful crypto projects, and they're also one of the important players, in the crypto space who have been known to invest in extremely high quality projects that they believe will be there for a long term. And obviously Alameda Research is also owned by Sam Bankman-Fried, who's also the founder of FTX. So clearly there's a big name out there which is invested in this project apart from Coinbase Ventures, right? And if you see, Polygon has also invested in this project. Shima Capital is another relatively less noteworthy, but at the same time they're starting to become more and more popular on a daily basis. And you can also see some of the other less noteworthy venture capitalists who have also invested in this project, right? So that's pretty good to know. If you scroll further below, I'm going to zoom out. Tech partners. So they've clearly labeled partners separately from investors, which is a good thing, because some other projects that we've covered in the past, they kind of say partners and tech, so you don't really know whether a particular company is a partner or an investor. But here they've separated out the tech partners from the investors, which is pretty good, right? If you see, the tech partners include Algorand, Terra, Certic, Halbon, Hacken, Phantom Opera, Avalanche, as well as Polygon. So these are all partners who work actively with router protocol in order to make them successful. So if you scroll further below, you can basically stay connected to their platform by subscribing to their newsletter, which you can do that by inputting your email here and clicking the submit button. And if you scroll further below, you find other information, including their white paper, which I highly recommend you guys to read through as a part of your do your own research project, right? They also have other developer documents for developers out there who wants to build on top of the router protocol, and other important information, including the social media information, along with a contact us section. If you have any questions and directly want to reach out to the team, you can do that through their email here, right? So pretty well presented website, which is pretty cool. And if you scroll further above, you can see that they have a crosstalk that they've launched, which is in the alpha phase. You can click on read documentation. This kind of provides you with a breakdown of everything that we discussed in bite-sized pieces, which will definitely help you understand this project even more, right? So we're going to quickly go through the app itself. So I'm going to click launch Voyager, which is their main dApp. And if you see, it takes you to app.thevoyager.io, and if you see, this is their swap, right? So you can clearly see that they have cross-chain token transfer swaps already enabled. You can, let's say for example, in this example, you can transfer USDT from Polygon to Binance Smart Chain or BNB chain. The token fee will be in Matic. I think you can customize that and pay it in route tokens. And when you pay it in route tokens, you can clearly see that the fee is significantly lower. So that's how they give utility to the route token as well. And if you scroll further below, you can also pay fees in USDC as well as DeFi, Define token or DFYN token. It's usually quite expensive if you pay through USDC or Define compared to route, right? So that's something that you need to bear in mind, and you can do that for multiple exchanges. Let's say, multiple chains. You can see that they have Polygon, BNB chain, Avalanche, Phantom Opera, Arbitrum, Optimism, Ethereum, Kronos, as well as Kava, and again in the receiving end as well. Pretty much the exact same list, which is pretty good. And if you go to the top left corner, you can see you can provide cross-chain liquidity, which is also very important. You can't really see that because I haven't connected my wallet in my mobile phone yet, but you can do that to find out how you can provide liquidity. There's also a voyages section which provides you with information about how you can earn the route token. I think this section has come to an end, but I think they will add more information, so you can follow their Twitter account or their Discord in order to learn about updates for their voyages section, right? So this is pretty much it. Very straightforward. It is a project that has been invested by not only Coinbase Ventures but also been Alameda Research. So there's definitely high chance that not only will this token get a Coinbase listing, but also an FTX listing as well, which is definitely possible, as well as a potential Binance listing in the future. So you can see that all the three major exchanges could possibly list this token in the future, right? So going back to the CoinMarketCap page for this token is currently ranked 613th by market cap on CoinMarketCap, and is currently trading at $2.33 at the time I'm making this video. And the token has been slightly going in the downward direction of about 1.32% in the past 24 hours. So obviously this token may have a sticker price which is above $1, which may a little bit make a lot of newcomers unhappy, because they more likely will not buy a token that is above $1 in sticker price. But at the same time, you can clearly see when the market cap information comes into play, you will see that this token is still undervalued, right? And also in the past 24 hours, this token has been going down. You always need to look at the color of the appreciation or decrease in the price, because if it's in red, that's the best time to buy. If it's in green, that's the worst time to buy, right? If you scroll further below, you can see the Ethereum contract for this token. They also have it in Polygon. If you are trying to buy this token on a decentralized exchange, the audits is done by Certic, and you can clearly see that the tags is also mentioned clearly that it's a Coinbase Ventures portfolio token. It's an Avalanche ecosystem as well, which is pretty good. Alameda Research portfolio as well as Polygon ecosystem. So clearly, this project has a lot of big players backing this project up, which is very good to know, right? When it comes to market cap, you can see that the token has a market cap of less than $20 million, which has a $19.4 million market cap, which is quite low if you ask me. But if you see, the token price was $2.33, so that definitely shows that there's some scarcity built into the system when it comes to tokenomics. We'll cover that in a few seconds. But if you see, the 24-hour volume is still above $2 million. It's exactly at $2.4 million, which is quite good, right? So I think if you see the market cap as well as the volume clearly indicate that there is a lot of room to grow, and this token has a huge potential in the future, right? When it comes to tokenomics itself, you can see that the token has a 20 million max supply. Again, when was the last time you saw a token that has a 20 million max supply in our channel, right? It's very rare to find projects that have less than 100 million tokens in the max supply. This token has a 20 million token max supply. It has pretty much the exact same max supply as Bitcoin, and you know why Bitcoin is extremely popular, because it has a fixed supply, and there cannot be more than 21 million Bitcoins, right? So clearly this token has a similar max supply as Bitcoin, so there's definitely scarcity built into the system, which is something that I personally like, because I want to invest in a token that I know if all else fundamentals fail, then the tokenomics will definitely push the token price up if there's scarcity built into the system, right? So if you take a look at the circulating supply, about 42% of the tokens are already in circulation, which is also pretty good if you ask me, close to 50%. So there's a lot of opportunity for this token to explode in price, right? If you see, the market cap is low, the max supply is fixed and it's extremely low, and the circulating supply is also nearing its max supply only by 50%, right? So even though in theory there's going to be a short-term price slumping in the short term because of the new tokens that will be launched into the market, but I think in the mid to long term you can expect some explosive growth from this token, right? Again, all of this is my personal opinion, not financial advice. Please do your own research before you put your money in this token, right? So those are definitely good tokenomics numbers indeed. So if you scroll further below, you can see that the token overall is in the sideways action right now. The token has been moving sideways in the recent times, but in the past the token has done explosively well, right? If you see, the token price was worth $1.81 initially when it launched in 20th of January 2021, and then it started shooting up right away, reaching its first all-time highs of $9.23 as of 3rd of April 2021. It then took a small breather down, reaching a price of $4.24 before shooting up to make its current all-time high of over $6. It was exactly at $16.58 as of 15th of March 2021. So clearly it crossed the $16 mark all-time high from a lower price of $1.18, right? So that's pretty cool if you ask me. And if it immediately crashed, it didn't really stay there for too long. It was quite volatile throughout the mid region of 2021. And then it took a small breather at $2.53 as of 9th of January 2022, and it went and shot up again. It seems like a pump and dump kind of like peak, but it literally reached $14 per token before crashing immediately to a price of about $2.22, and then it kind of went up again, down again, and it was bouncing up and down until recently it started reaching a price of $2.32, right? Clearly this token has based on this chart, you can see that this token has gone up and down multiple times. So definitely a good short-term opportunity to make money with this token. At the same time, it has done some significant all-time high and second all-time high peaks. So that also should tell you that this token has some incredibly high potential to grow in the short to mid-term, right? I think in the long term, which is the next bull market and the subsequent bull markets after that, this token is going to perform extremely well, and you should definitely not miss out on this token if you believe in the fact that this token could make really good short-term gains, mid-term gains, and long-term gains, right? So a lot of people ask me how much money should they put into a particular token in order to make the maximum gains, right? So just like yesterday's video, I'm going to have 3 scenarios on how much money you can potentially put in. Again, this is just my personal suggestion. It's not financial advice at all, so please don't put anything that you are not comfortable losing, right? So the current token price is $2.33. So let's say, for example, in the safest scenario, if you put in, let's say, $100, which is the safest that I would personally recommend to anyone, again, not financial advice, you can buy 42.92 tokens, right? So if it does a 10 to 20x, which it has clearly done in the past, let's say it does 10x, right? You can easily make $1,000 from this token. If it does 20x, you can make $2,000 from your initial investment easily, right? If you're trying to invest in, let's say, $1,000 instead of $100 because you're trying to take a little bit more risk, obviously with a higher reward. First of all, this token definitely can be listed on Coinbase as well as Binance as well as FTX. So investing $1,000 is not a degen strategy. It's definitely a little bit riskier than investing $100, but if you invest in this token at least $1,000, you could make some really good gains if this token goes to 10 to 20x, right? Because if this token goes to 20x, let's say conservatively, it can make you $20,000 from initial $1,000 investment, which is pretty cool. But if you want to go full degen and maybe put in, let's say, $5,000, again, I know a lot of people will not be interested in putting $5,000 because first of all, they don't have $5,000 lying around, and secondly, obviously it's a very risky token, so nobody wants to put in $5,000. But there are people who are willing to put in $5,000 because they have it. And for people who are confident about this project, if you are trying to make the most money out of this project, and if you want to put $5,000, which is the degen strategy, you can make $50,000 or even $100,000 if this token reaches 20x or even more than that, right? So it's easily possible to make some significant gains from this token, but obviously $5,000 is the highest risk. I would not recommend anyone to put that much money, not even 1,000, unless you're comfortable with that, right? But for people who put in $5,000, you can make close to $100,000 in gains potentially if this token goes up 20x or even more, which I personally believe that this token can go. I can provide you with some of the reasoning towards the end of this video, which is right about now, right? So if you see what's my final verdict on this token, before we talk about the final verdict, I can actually talk to you guys about where you can buy this token, which I completely forgot. This token obviously has a lot of liquidity in multiple tier 2 as well as a couple of tier 1 exchanges as well. If you see, Huobi Global has listed this token, KuCoin as well as Get.io are other popular exchanges that have listed this token as well. Get.io personally is the best exchange I know of that you can buy not only this but any low market cap gem tokens. So please use the link in the description to get 30% trading fee rebate on that. You can also get this token from KuCoin and Huobi Global, which are also popular exchanges as well, right? You can buy this token from Uniswap version 2, I believe on Polygon as well as on Ethereum using Verapti Ethereum and USDC, MEXC, Ascendex as well as SushiSwap, but I wouldn't really go below SushiSwap, right? You can obviously buy this token from Polygon, from Dodo Exchange and QuickSwap, but I wouldn't really go below any other centralized exchanges apart from Ascendex, right? These are the only exchanges that I would personally trust when it comes to centralized exchange. For decentralized exchange, I wouldn't really trust any other decentralized exchanges apart from Uniswap, SushiSwap, DeFi Network as well as Dodo Exchange, right? And QuickSwap obviously. So you can also clearly see that there's a lot of arbitrage opportunities. You can basically purchase this token from Huobi Global at $2.30, and then you can sell it at Uniswap for $2.36 and make some really good short-term immediate arbitrage trading gains as well, right? And you can clearly see that the DeFi Network has this token listed at $2.41, which means you can make even more money by doing arbitrage trading. And obviously QuickSwap as well has listed this token at $2.42, which means you can make more money. The higher the price in the selling exchange, the more money you can make, right? So clearly you can make arbitrage trading money, you can make short-term gains, mid-term gains as well as long-term gains. So what's my final verdict on this token, guys? I think this token has a huge potential. The market cap is extremely low, the fundamentals are extremely strong. There's a lot of big names invested in this project, especially Coinbase Ventures, which means the Coinbase listing is imminent. Alameda Research, which means an FTX listing is imminent. And when these two exchanges list this token, obviously Binance doesn't want to get left out, so they'll probably list this token as well, which will all boost the price of this token. When it comes to tokenomics, there's scarcity built into the system. It has a max supply, it's a fixed max supply, and the max supply is 20 million tokens. There's about 50% of the tokens that are remaining to be circulated into the market, which is also a pretty good thing. You can see the charts, and the charts clearly show that this token has performed extremely well. It's quite volatile, but it has performed well in the short term, as well as it has made an all-time highs of about $16.16 in the past. There's a high chance that this token can cross and reach over $20 or even more than that in the next bull run. So clearly a 10 to 20x is easily possible, and more than 20x is also possible, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. It will definitely happen sometime in the peak of the next bull market, right? So these are the reasons why I personally believe that this token has a huge potential. And again, if it were me and if I have $5,000, I'll definitely not hesitate to invest in this token, because it's not really a degen move if you understand all the basics, right? Now to provide you with the most important question, how did I find this token? So again, just like yesterday, Coinbase is the best, CoinMarketCap is the best place for you to find potential projects that will get listed on Coinbase as well as on Binance. So if you see Coinbase, there's a category section on CoinMarketCap when you immediately open the page, and under the categories, if you scroll below, they have basically categorized different tokens and different assets depending on which venture capital have invested in them. If you scroll below, you can see different categories of gambling, music, BNB ecosystem, yield farming, and so on and so forth. If you keep patiently going down, you will eventually see the Coinbase Ventures portfolio section, right? Which, if you scroll further below, it does take a little bit of time, but you will find it eventually. If you keep scrolling down, it should be somewhere here. So you can see the Binance Labs portfolio, which I showed you guys yesterday. If you scroll further below, for some reason it's taking longer than we thought. If you scroll below, maybe the ranking has changed. So if you see number 148 is where the Coinbase Ventures portfolio is at. If you click on that one, you will be able to see the whole host of tokens and cryptos that Coinbase Ventures have invested in. If you click the market cap section, you will basically be able to sort the highest to the lowest and lowest to the highest. So if you sort it from the lowest to the highest, you'll be able to find a whole bunch of tokens which we've already covered in the past. If you scroll below, that's where the router protocol is. It's number 608, and I chose that because of not just the market cap, it's also because of the volume, the tokenomics, as well as the price performance in the 7-hour, 24-hour as well as 7-day period. And I feel like this particular project could be a good project to bring to your attention, because I personally believe that this project will do really well, right? This is one of the many techniques that we've used in our channel to make some ridiculous gains in the previous bull run. So if you want to find out more tokens like this, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, as well as ping the bell icon to get up-to-date information whenever I upload the videos, right? I've also made several other videos, including the video that I mentioned yesterday, where I found a really good token that will get a Binance listing pretty soon. So check out that if you haven't as well, right? Again, remember guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.